Hey, what's up? I'm Colleen and welcome to my channel. I'm just a girl who's enthusiastic about makeup and positivity. And when I say positivity, I mean bringing people up, not pushing people down. Being mean is not cool. Awesome people are not mean. So be kind all the time. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Mine is going well. So for this video, I thought I would do something different. I'd like to really start incorporating more paranormal stuff onto my channel, because if you couldn't tell, I really enjoy the paranormal and supernatural stuff and everything, and I'd really like to start bringing that into my channel. But I absolutely love makeup, obviously, so I do not want to go away from doing makeup, so I'd like to kind of combine the two. I watch a lot of channels like Haley Reese and Loie Lane, and I watch Bailey Sarian, and I thought I would kind of like combine the two of them, how like Bailey Sarian does her murder mystery makeup Mondays, but Haley Reese and Loie Lane kind of talk about like scary stuff. But so I figured I could like kind of combine it together. And then Robert Welsh, sometimes I do watch his when he do on Mondays, he does his ghost stories and makeup, which is really cool, and I just want to do like my own version of that kind of stuff. So this is it. It was inspired by all of that, so thank you guys. So I just thought it would be a lot of fun to do something like that on my channel, so I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, my channel is going to stay very makeup focused. I'm always going to be doing my makeup. I'll just maybe, you know, add these stories in every once in a while. I don't know, I was thinking of maybe doing it like on Fridays, maybe calling it like Friday Frights, or I don't know, I'll figure it out. I think this is going to be uploaded on, this is going to be Friday that we're watching this, so I don't know, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. So for the first story that I'm going to do, I thought I would tell a local tale. Since I am from New York, I'm going to tell you guys about the ghost ship of the Hudson River. I'm sure many of you are aware and have heard of the Hudson River. It has a lot of prevalence in American history, especially during the Revolutionary War. I actually live not far from it. I mean, a lot of places in New York are not far from it. I mean, it's big. But I think it's like about 5 miles or something. Actually, the train I take to go into New York City actually goes down on the Hudson line, which is really nice because you get to view of the Hudson River the whole way down to the city, which is really nice. It's an absolutely beautiful river. Unfortunately, it's gotten very polluted. It's gotten a little better in the last couple of years, but it really got polluted and stuff. But it's a gorgeous river, just like all rivers and stuff. It's, you know, there's by the train station where I live, there's like a place where you can walk by the river, and then there's a lot of bridges where you can walk over it, and it's just like, it's just peaceful and tranquil, and I really enjoy it. I know I've taken pictures when I've been down there. If I have one, I will insert one of my own pictures in of the Hudson River. If not, I'll just put a picture here of the Hudson River so you can see it if you've never seen it before. So I figured before I actually told you about the ghost ship story, I would tell you actually a little bit of history about the Hudson River other than what I just rambled on about before. So the Hudson River is 315 miles long. It flows north to south primarily through eastern New York. It originates in the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York, and it flows southward through the Hudson Valley to the upper New York Bay between New York City and Jersey City. It eventually drains into the Atlantic Ocean via the New York Harbor. I'm just using my P. Louise base to prime my eyes. That's like my favorite base. Like, I don't know how other people feel about it, but I mean, I love it. The river is named after Henry Hudson, who explored it in 1609. However, Native Americans who were here obviously before the explorers from European countries had different names for it. For example, the Iroquois called it the, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly. I am so sorry if I do this wrong. The Kahoha Ta Tea River, which just translates to the river. And the Mohicans called it Mu-he-kun-mi-tuk, which means river that flows two ways or waters that are never still. Again, I am so sorry if I mispronounced that. I thought it was really cool that, like, I thought about it the other day. I was like, it's called the Hudson River, but it had to have had different names before, you know, the settlers came here, because there were totally people here before that. So that's definitely something I wanted to include in this video. So for this look, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. and JKissa To The Rescue palette, and I'm going to jump into this yellow color, a yellow color called Paloma. So people have claimed to see a ghost ship on the Hudson since New York City was a Dutch colony of New Amsterdam. There have been, I was looking up some stories, but the most prevalent story that I was able to find is the same story, and it hails from a anonymous source from the weatherdork.com, I believe. I'll list all the information below. And the story goes as follows. On the dark banks of the North Highland of New York, a fisherman sits by the swirling, shadowy water of the Hudson as he waits for his next catch. Thunder could be heard crashing in the distance, promising to bring a tumultuous storm. The fisherman looked along the horizon from north to south and noticed something strange. A wooden three-mast ship floating towards the north, cracking as if burdened by the waves. However, this would prove to be a contradiction because the vessel appeared to be floating on the air above the water. Now I'm just gonna jump into the color, the green color in the palette called Tank on my E25 from Sigma. The ship appeared to be unmanned and left the fisherman completely awestruck. Then thunder roared as the storm came in, lightning flashed in the skies, and a downpour began, and the silhouette of the ship was highlighted by the jagged bolts of lightning. However, like I said before, this story was one of the ones that kept popping up, being retold on various different sites about the ghost ship on the Hudson. It stems, like I said, from an anonymous source told on the Weather Dorks website. To give my brow bone a little bit of highlight, I'm just actually going into Too Faced's Glitter Bomb palette. This is an old palette, probably like 2 or 3 years old. It's still good though. I know some people are probably shaking their heads. It is. I always like forget I have it. I'm trying to like pull out palettes that I just like forget that I have to try and use more of. Just because I really do like them. Now I'm just going to jump into a multi-chrome from Larina Makeup, and this is called Antique, and it looks like this. Also, like I said earlier, sightings of a spectral ship on the Hudson go back hundreds of years. So it's, you know, one of those cool like urban legends that I thought was fun to tell for my channel because it is local to me. Trying to tell stories and doing my makeup is very new for me, so I'm so sorry if I'm like stumbling over my words or if I'm looking over to the right. I actually have like cue cards so that I like know what I have to say. Many believe that the ghost ship on the Hudson was Henry Hudson's Half Moon, since he explored the river back in the 1600s, and while he was sailing he actually angered his crew by suggesting they continue to sail during the harsh and cold winter months, which would be very dangerous and even deadly for them. So in response, his crew actually mutinied against him, and that resulted in either Hudson and his supporters being abandoned in a lifeboat or them being murdered. Since Hudson's body has never been found, that remains a mystery to this day. For my inner corner, I'm going into this color Trial by Stone from Notoriously Morbid. It's also a multi-chrome, and it looks like this, and the packaging is so cool. Whether it's the Half Moon or the famous Flying Dutchman, ghost ships are usually seen as harbingers of storms or even death. So usually when you're seeing them, nothing bright and sunny is gonna be following. So my guess is that you just don't want to see a ghost ship, even though it might be kind of cool. I don't think that's something that you want to really see. Unless you really like storms. And you just like forget about the fact that they can also be harbingers of death. Then you might be like, yeah, bring them on. So anyway, that is the story of a ghost ship on the Hudson. So what do you guys think? Have you guys ever seen anything by the water that you just cannot explain? How do you guys feel about the paranormal? I love stories like that. I think that they're so cool. I don't think I've ever seen anything by the Hudson River that I can't explain, or by any body of water that's been kind of weird. I've definitely had my paranormal experiences, but I don't believe I've had any by the ocean. I just finished up, I realized off camera, I did my lips. I lined them with a color from Bodyography. It's Rosewood. And then my lipstick is the Safiya and Nygaard and Colourpop collab in Bury Me in Lipsticks. And my lashes are from Phantasi Cosmetics in Kitsune, because I just really love them and I think that they're fun. And I have on my waterline Natasha Denona's eyeliner in, I think it's E08. It's just green. I don't remember that if there is a name other than the number. And then I just have Tank under my lower lash line, and that's it. So this is the look finished. I like it. I love multi-chromes. I think that they are so much fun. So I will be using a lot of them in the next, in the coming months. So anyway, my celestial cupcakes, that is it for this video. So if you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you really, really like this video, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to do neither one of those things, that is totally fine. I get it. I am not one of the cool kids. But I thank you so much for stopping by and spending this minute with me. I really, really appreciate it. I will still send you tons of happy thoughts and positive vibes your way just for stopping by. So thank you. As always, I will have everything that I'm wearing on my face, as well as my Twitter and Instagram handles listed below in case you'd like to follow me there. I post pictures of looks that I do not film, as well as pictures of my pets, and I think they are adorable. Of course, we are all biased when it comes to our fur babies, but oh well. So anyway, from one makeup lover to another, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember, be you, do you, love you. Bye!